Well, good morning. My name is Steve Flynn here with Mountain TV, and I have Chaz Branson, the operations manager for Kodi Rafting, as well as the owner, Dave McGrath, on the line with me. How are we doing today?
Doing good. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having us on
Thanks
today.
for having us.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time. I really wanted to focus today on, a little bit about river safety. This is kind of the season, river safety rather. This is kind of the season where we're getting a lot of people hitting the rivers, and it's certainly flowing a little bit fast. So I guess first thing, when does this rafting season typically start? And then, when does it end? When is these ideal flow levels we're looking for?
Throughout the state, you're looking at starting basically Memorial Day to Labor Day, and the big part is when Denver Water is pulling water from the lake, and trying to gauge on when the lake might fill and when they might start releasing the water. Certain years they'll release early because they know they've got so much coming in. Certain years they'll hold back and wait until they start really seeing the reservoir rise.
I know it all kind of depends. I have heard recently that maybe the reservoir is filling by July 4th. I mean, I know that's kind of a little bit, up in the air still. We don't really know. I guess what's a good resource for people that are looking to figure out the flows? Is it American Whitewater? What do you think?
Yeah, American Whitewater is usually a great one. American Whitewater adds every section, every river almost that they can get their hands on or into information. That's the best place for anyone that might be a commercial rafter or a private rafter or anything like that. My first suggestion would be hit American Whitewater. Very easy to figure out their website, search any of their tools. Another one would be the USGS water data site. So just search USGS, then the river and section you're looking for. And you just kind of look through what we're looking at are usually CFS. A lot of these graphs will say feet. And most of us in this industry are going by CFS, which is cubic feet per second. And there's just a little tab there where you hit the cubic feet per second, and it'll read that graph for you that way.
I'm up in Summit County, so specifically, we're already talking about the Blue River. What are the best sections of the Blue River to raft, or like for ability level, or are there any other stretches aside from the Blue that are good to go?
The rafting on the Blue River is going to be there just north of Silverthorne. And you're going to put in there at Hayden Bridge. You're going to go down to, Helms Bridge. Then you're going to go down to Columbine Bridge. It's a 6-mile section. It's very user friendly for, at certain water levels, it can get a little more difficult. Early season, when they're releasing, at that 500 to 700 CFS level, it's very user friendly for novice rafters that know how to raft, but are still novice to guiding themselves. As far as anybody that's not really in the rafting, lifestyle, that's looking just to get out on the water, they need to definitely go with a commercial outfitter, because the first 3 miles is all kind of really nice, flat, class 2 boogie water type stuff. And then we get into the class 3 stuff, and it gets going pretty quick, and so it'll be class 3 for the next 3 miles before you get to Columbine landing there and pull out there above the bridge. Floating down the rest of the way from there is a lot of private land from Columbine down to Green Mountain Reservoir. Some locals do it. Commercial outfitters are not allowed to.
Yeah, there's plenty to do in this area. And if you want to book a trip, Kodi is a great place to check out. And there's a lot of other ones out there that are going to give you the advice you need and have great guides. Is there anything else, any other advice I'm missing that you want to tell our locals or people visiting the state?
Just get out there and be safe on the river and enjoy it.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate your time today, and y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you on the river.
Thank you, Steve. Man, it was a pleasure, man. We appreciate you.
All right, cheers.